Hey everyone, Daniel Kaiser here at E3 2017, talking with Jason Fader, who's the game director on the System Shock reboot. Jason, thanks so much for joining us, and tell us all about System Shock.
Well, I'll tell you what I can that I'm allowed to say. Our reboot is based on the classic 1994 original System Shock, and then System Shock 2 came out several years after that. Our reboot's trying to be as faithful and spiritually true to the original as possible, but modernizing where it makes sense to. Basically, the original game came out over 20 years ago, and we've learned a lot as game developers since then, so we're applying all those lessons, but still keeping it true to the original as much as we can.
Yeah, and the audience has changed a lot too, so the desires of what a modern shooter is different than it was 20 years ago. Talk a little bit about how you're adapting to that.
It's fully in 3D. The original wasn't. Putting in a lot of those technologies, we're also making it more reactive from a physics standpoint. One of the things that we showed off using Unreal and NVIDIA technology was the ability to freeze enemies and shatter them with melee weapons or ranged weapons. Really, really cool stuff. Other things that we're paying attention to is just the overall feel of combat, stealth systems, hacking, just making a lot of things feel punchier and more immersive and juicier for gamers.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people watching who obviously know what System Shock is, but there's probably a lot of people as well who are just completely unfamiliar with the franchise. So for those people new to what System Shock is, get them up to speed on what the experience is like.
Well, a good way to look at it is if you're familiar with the BioShock games or Prey that just came out, those games are based on System Shock. Not a lot of people know that. In System Shock, you play the role of a hacker that just recently wakes up from a coma on board a space station that's orbiting Saturn that has just been taken over by a rogue AI named Shodan. And she has basically done a lot of really messed up things, converted a lot of the population into mutants, cyborgs, using the local robots against the entire station with plans of world conquest and domination like any good villain should. And it's up to the player to stop her plans using their brains, wits, combat abilities, and all sorts of goodies that we're going to put in the game that they can use as their tools.
Excellent. Speaking of tools, talk a little bit about Unreal Engine and how you all are leveraging it to bring System Shock to life.
So Unreal Engine has been awesome for us. A good chunk of our team was already familiar with Unreal, so it made a lot of sense for us to go with the Unreal Engine. One of the biggest things that we're trying to do with this game is really emphasizing physics, high fidelity visuals, and really, really crisp and clear console performance. And Unreal was just a really solid choice for us. We love working in the blueprint system, pairing with the NVIDIA tech like Apex Destruction has been a huge help for us. The workflow has been great. I mean, overall, no real complaints other than we want more features.
Well, we all want more features all the time, but instead we'll stay focused on System Shock's release. We don't know when it's coming out, but where's it at in development?
So right now we're in pre-production. We'll probably be entering production sometime later this year. And then looking to launch around late 2018, early 2019. It really just depends on when it's done.
So where can people go to learn more about the game and track its progress?
So if you go to systemshock.com, that's the game's main website. We also have a fairly active Twitter on @SystemShockGame. You can also follow our progress through our Kickstarter. We launched a Kickstarter last year, and we do a lot of updates for our backers. And we also have a Discord channel that's currently backer exclusive, but pretty soon we're going to be opening up to the general community, and you can actually chat with people like me and other developers and give us your ideas and listen to our ideas and tell us if they're good or bad.
Congratulations on all the excitement around the reboot of System Shock. Best of luck for the rest of the way. And for the latest on all things Unreal Engine, you can head online to unrealengine.com.